Hello everyone, it's Justine. Today I'm going to unbox the Be Yourself card kit of the month for March 2022. So before I unbox it, I will just make a few comments. There's been some updates for the club availability window for all of the club items. So first, the club reveals are on the first of the month, like this, and that can be seen on Pinterest, Instagram, the Spellbinders website, YouTube, Facebook. There's lots of places where they post what is all for the monthly subscriptions and continuing subscriptions. So that would be if you had it last month, the next month it automatically signs you up for that month. So you can change your subscription from the 1st up until the 4th of each month. So you can cancel subscriptions, you can make edits to your payment or shipping up until the 4th of the month. Then if you are interested in signing up for a new subscription, you have from the 6th of the month till the 27th of the month. So once all the existing club memberships and subscriptions have been processed, that's kind of how they're going with it. So the existing clubs have priority, the new signing up for a new club comes second to the existing subscriptions. So if there's extra left over after the existing subscriptions have been filled, then it will be available for new subscriptions. But if the existing is all full, there is no guarantee of having the availability for new subscriptions, and it will be a limited quantity. So just thought I should mention that. And then one last thing, there's the a la carte purchases. So those are buying each single club item after the month is over, and that is only available if they have remaining inventory after all the subscriptions have been processed for the month. So if you have any questions on that, let me know in the comments. I'm taking all of this information directly from the Spellbinders website, right in their Q&A section. So if you have more questions, I'll link the direct link to that exact page on my video here right in the description so you can see for yourself. But let's just keep going and unbox the card kit. Now this is the 3rd month of the quick and easy card kit, so I'm kind of used to what comes in the new style, but I'm sure there'll be some surprises in here anyway. I noticed the spelling on Be Yourself is B-E-E, so I am hoping for some B's. We will see. So I'm just going to grab the inspiration sheet, and yes, there's definitely some B's on here. So typically when I do unboxings, I go through what is all in the contents of the kit, and then I will kind of let you know that I'm going to be posting some inspiration cards on my channel soon. But in the recent months, I've gotten a lot of comments, especially on Facebook, about people interested in knowing the process. So how do I go from just packages of materials to a laid out processed card and ready for delivery to someone? So I'm going to make some process videos, and I have never done that before, so fingers crossed that it works out. But I will have that and some inspiration cards after I am done unboxing this contents of the card kit, so we'll see. But let's just jump right in. We have 8 cards and envelopes, which are all A2 sized, which is perfect because that's the size that I typically use when I'm crafting. And if you're not familiar with the size, it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it's a really nice size card, and it fits nicely in the hand. And there's 8 envelopes that are really ready for some color, if you will. Alright, so then we have 20 A2 sized card panels, and again, I'm happy that they did this. Instead of giving us a full sheet of 8.5 by 11, they took that sheet and cut it into fourths, which is one of my processes when I am getting ready to make cards anyway, so that step has been done for me, which I appreciate. So we have the light blue, dark green, the vibrant yellow, which kind of reminds me of the bees. So I probably will be coordinating some of those bees that I saw on the inspiration sheet here with this yellow paper. We have this bright pink paper. This color we've gotten from mini card kits, and I definitely use all of the pinks and all of the purples. And just kind of looking at the contents now, I can see that this purple would really pair well with many of the items. And moving right along to content number 3, we have the pattern paper. So it comes already loose, and all the pattern paper is 6 by 6. I typically cut down the paper to be 4 inches by 5 1/4, which is just 1/4 of an inch short on each side, just so I get a cardstock border around my cards. Typically, that's kind of what I like to do. It's been kind of my style as of now. But you can see on the inspiration sheets, you can take that pattern paper and have that be the full background if that is what you're looking for. First off, this is beautiful. I love the yellow pops of color on the flowers. You have a green wood, bumblebees. You can see that's a very fine, detailed pattern paper there. A nice yellow. This one has some gold foiling on it, which I love seeing. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. And we have some, there's some grid on there. Purple paper, more flowers. This is kind of different than their typical style. Different font than usual, I see. This one also has some foiling on it with the bees. It's definitely Eastery, springy colors, so it's kind of fun. Some honeycombs, planters, plaid. I had to make some St. Patrick's Day cards with that green paper. We will see. More bumblebees and more foiling. I think that's the most delicate foil that I've seen on pattern paper before. It's very faint and pretty. Some yellow, green patterns, kind of reminds me of a screen window. Lemons. Are these lemons or oranges? The jury's out on that one. They're round, but they're yellow. Not sure. And some honeycombs. And then this looks like bee trails to me in the shape of hearts. So that's very sweet. So there's quite a lot of pattern paper. It's not as much as it was in the previous style of card kit where you got 2 of each kind, but que sera, sera. All right, now we have the puffy banner stickers, which I would think are probably these. These look more like banners than these. And I won't take them out of the packaging since you can see there, but I really do like their puffy stickers, and these are puffy stickers technically. They're just scripty. They are stickier than the chipboard frame stickers, so I don't have to use glue behind them, which I always like because it kind of speeds up the card making process in general. Then we have the puffy stickers, and these are always really sweet. Sometimes I add these to the inside of cards depending on what the occasion calls for. Next we have the chipboard elements, which there's 2 sides to this, so I'm going to open this one up. This first side we have a large beehive with some bees and some more sentiments, which is really nice that they are pretty generous with the sentiments because there is not a stamp set anymore that goes with the card kit each month. I mean, sometimes they'll have add-ons, but you know, that's just the way it is now. So I'm glad that they have a good amount of sentiments, either with chipboard embellishments. We have the scripty words and the banners, so there's quite a lot there. Okay, next we have the sequins, which I was really excited when I first saw the packaging just sitting there. It took a lot of self-discipline to not open this one ahead of time and wait to do it on camera because I really like this color and I could see it just briefly through the window there. But you can see the sequins are a holeless. They're just solid, but they still have the beveled edge, which is really nice because it catches a lot of light. And when Spellbinders does their sequins, they have small and medium, which is lovely. I have the small discs, small smooth discs from Spellbinders, and they have small, medium, and large sequins on there, and that is really nice too. It's always good to have different sizes. And we're going to skip the die cut shapes for just a minute and just talk about the foam squares and adhesive tape. So the foam squares are perfect for adding dimension to your cards. Once you remove the squares in the center, you'll end up with something that looks like this, and I call this the waffle. So don't be afraid to take your scissors and cut up this waffle area and use that as well, because as you can see, it's the same consistency all the way around. So once again, use up your waffle pieces. And then I'll just briefly talk about this. This is the double-sided tape. The double-sided tape is perfect for adding on paper, and it's really easy to rip. You can do it without a scissors, and it's very easy to remove the reveal tape. Sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, I will use my tool-in-one to remove the adhesive backing, but as you can see, even with longer nails, it's pretty easy to remove that backing, and it is rather sticky, so it works very well. So with the die cut shapes, I usually use some trays to lay out all the pieces, and I do that off camera and then jump back on camera here and show you how I sorted them all out. As you can see, it is just plumb full. The packaging is bulging. So I'll grab my trays, lay them out, and then jump back on camera. Today, when I unboxed everything, I needed 3 trays. And I think it's just because there are some larger pieces. So we'll just start with the bees because that was kind of the most exciting part for me. So there is 6 different sizes of the bees. And how sweet is this little hedgehog? And I love the fox. It looks like he has a little attitude, which is kind of funny to me. This tray features mostly the bee area and then the food. There wasn't a lot of food in this kit, but I always group the food together. So the bees and the honey over here with the cake. Then this rainbow was kind of an oddball out on itself, but perhaps I'm going to move a rainbow somewhere else. So we'll just put him here for now. But there's some stamps and some notebook paper that kind of, to me, looked like office supplies. So I put those together. Then my next tray is where I think I'm going to put my rainbow with this hot air balloon and the clouds, maybe to make a sky scene. I'm not sure. We'll see. Anyway, we have some flowers down here and some plants. Usually Spellbinders has a ton of florals in their card kits, and I almost have one tray full of floral die cut pieces, but this time I did not, which is kind of different, but I'm just fine with that because I have plenty of leftover ones if I need to pull some out, but I don't think I will since there seems to be a lot of other things. But this box has the florals and greenery down here, the hearts up here, which are perfect for adding as an embellishment. They can pair really well with the sequins. Then over here I have the small banner sentiments. So a lot of these remind me of the puffy stickers that were in this package. So I think that they would pair nicely together we'll see what I come up with later. I think my favorite thing in this box would probably be this little truck with the flowers in it because it's so sweet and it has some gold foiling on it. As well as many of these sentiments over here. There's a lot of foiling, so that's always pretty. Then this last box has some of the larger pieces. This box has some of the larger pieces as well as some scripty sentiments, which I think will pair really nicely with some of the other elements that I had in these trays. There's some tags and some circle sentiments, which would be kind of fun to pair, especially this Be Happy would be kind of fun to put with the bees. There was one pop-out panel window. You can see the middle here pops out, and then you can pop out this middle piece, I guess the next middle piece, gently of course. And then you can line up this middle with the edge and can even use some foam squares and pop that up. That's kind of fun to do. I might layer some of these tags on. I'm not quite sure yet. Then over here we have the banners, which some of them have gold foiling on them, which is always pretty. Otherwise, that is it for this card kit. So if you're interested in seeing the process of how I take this apart and hopefully create a whole bunch of cards, see, maybe I'll start with 8 since that is what the card kit comes with, just so I can show some inspiration. But the quick and easy card kit here has been quite fun to kind of play around with in previous months, so I look forward to digging into this and making my own cards. Anyway, if you're interested in picking up this card kit and you are a club member, you have until the 4th or through the 4th to edit your subscriptions. And if you're interested in signing up for this card kit, come back on the 6th of the month and you can click the link in the description of this video and that will bring you to the correct page. Just as a disclaimer, if you do use any of my links, I do get a small commission from Spellbinders as I am one of their influencers. So I thank you for using my links and I appreciate any support because that helps me be able to keep making content, especially on YouTube. So another way you can help is becoming a subscriber and liking and commenting on the video. So today I would like you to comment what is your favorite part of a card kit. Is it the stickers? Is it the gems and sequins? Is it the ephemera pattern paper? What is it? I want to know. Let me know in the comments and I look forward to reading your preferences. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!